This is a tutorial on how to do the protein synthesis and codons practice. It is the slides version and not a physical handout. So there's a couple of things you're going to have to do. So be sure to notice the due date and the time. It's going to depend on which year you're in, but make sure you pay attention to that. You are going to use a file upload. You are going to upload as a PDF. So just in case you forgot how to use a codon chart, there is this Google Slides right here embedded into the Canvas assignment that you can look at. So if you click here, it'll kind of go through different things that we did in class today. Okay, and here is also a codon. So if you wanted to work on it with this open in a separate window, you can do that as well. So the actual assignment, what you're going to do is you're going to click here to make a digital copy of the Google Slides. So once you click here, it's going to open up a new tab or window depending on how you have it set up. It is a Google Slides. It's going to ask you to make a copy. So you're going to click make copy. So once it loads, it's going to say copy of protein synthesis and codons practice. Make sure you change it so that it no longer says copy of, but be sure to type your first and last name. And then press enter so that it changes the file name for you. And just in case you are going to work on it a little later, it is in your Google Drive. So make sure you look for this title somewhere. So each slide you're going to have to read and fill out. So for example, right here, you're going to click here and go ahead and double click and then type your first and last name. Here, make sure it's your first and last name. If you click over here to the next slide, it also has another copy of the codon chart. So please don't erase this. So make sure you have it. We're going to start with slide number 3 is now we're actually using the codon chart to write the amino acid that corresponds to each codon that's found in the following mRNA. So these are the mRNA sequences. You're going to use the codon chart, whether it's this one or this one, to figure out what this stands for. So the first one I'm going to help you. So you're looking for a CCC. So remember the first letter right here, you're going to look on this side, was C. So right here is going to be C. Okay. And then the second letter, you're going to look here, and here is C. So now you're looking in just this box. So let me see if I could highlight that for you. So right here, you're only looking in this area. Okay. And then the last thing you're going to look at is the last C. So I'm only looking in this box, and remember, we're going to look at the third letter here. So I'm going to scroll down to where it says, here's that last C. So I'm going to go all the way across, and it's going to be this proline right here. If you're using this one, it doesn't matter which one you use, but remember, you're going to start at the innermost circle and work your way outward. So this is going to be the first letter, second letter in this area, and then the third letter is like all the little ones. All right, so remember, again, this was CCC, so I'm looking here, so you're only looking in this portion here, right? That was the first C. The second C, remember, I'm looking here, so here's the second C, right? And I'm only looking in these areas, and then here's the third C. So again, that codes for proline. So when you go back to the when you go back to the next slide, okay, so right here you're gonna type in proline, so PRO. Okay, so you're gonna do that for all of these. And then on this one, you're going to go backwards. So you're going to write the codon, the 3-letter code that codes for the specific amino acid. Okay, so make sure you write the 3 letters. So again, we're going to go up here. Okay, we're going to look for the ones that were prolines. All right, and then work our way backwards to the first, second, and third letters. Same thing with right here. I'm going to look for proline, and then I'm going to go all the way around the circle and see if there's any other prolines, right? So I only see these ones. Remember, you're going to work your way backwards, but you write your letters starting from the innermost circle, and then the second circle, and then the third circle. Since proline, there's multiple versions. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 different versions for proline. You're gonna have to give me all 4. So right here, let me go to my highlighter tool again. So remember, all of this is proline. Okay, so I gotta give all 3-letter versions of all of these. Okay, so first letter is C. Okay, second letter is C, right? There's no other options. But third letter can be C, U, A, and G. Okay, so you're gonna have to write all 3 of those in there. So I'm gonna go to that slide. Okay, so CCU, CCA, CCG, CCC. So be sure to give me all versions of those. Okay, on the 5th slide, you're going to answer the question. Okay, and on starting from the 6th slide, okay, question number 16, you're actually going to do transcription and translation. So you're going to start with the DNA sequence here. Okay, and then move to the RNA. Tell me what these are going to convert to. And then translate into amino acid. So you're going to have to use the codon chart for the amino acid part. Okay, after you have finished all 18 questions, all right, you just double check and make sure all of your answers were recorded properly. Okay, make sure all your answers are within the white border of the slides. Okay, when you're ready to turn it in, you actually have to download it as a PDF. So you're going to click on File, okay, and then Download and go to PDF. Okay, make sure you save it to a location where you're going to remember. All right, and that PDF file is what you're going to upload to me on this Canvas assignment. So you would click Start Assignment, and right here you're going to choose File, and make sure you choose the file that you have create the PDF file that you have created. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me.